What's going on, Pixel Hackers? Christian Lovrecich from PixlFeed here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Facebook ads cost caps to reduce cost per conversion. But before we get started, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's dive right in. So there's a few different scenarios that I like to use cost caps. And one of those scenarios would be to scale an account. Let's say you want to control your costs and you want to scale your account and you don't want to use automated bidding, you use cost caps. Another scenario that I like to use cost caps is if costs are out of control, like right now post iOS 14. If you're running ads post iOS 14 updates, you know that costs are extremely high on Facebook right now. CPAs are through the roof, CPMs are through the roof. And even if you do wide, broad audiences and all that good stuff, your costs are still too high. So you might have an account like this one. Let me show you, where I spent close to $600,000 in ad spend. And at one point it had a 7x ROAS. But then after the updates, all my costs are out of control. So I killed literally half of my campaigns this morning because the CPAs are just too expensive. 52, 40, 21, 19, 17, 14. And this is an account that at one point was getting $4.24 per conversion, $5, $12, $11, $9, $5, $3.95, $6.79. So this is not sustainable for this account. So my move here is using cost cap in order to control my costs in the auction and bring that profit back into the account. Now, if you watch some of my previous videos, you guys know that I talk about a lot about using rules when it comes to your CBOs or even some of your ABOs. You can control, your cost per acquisition, and based on that, you can tell Facebook, hey, if I spend $5 and there's no sales, cut that ad set right off. That's all great and it works really well for some accounts, but the reality is that it doesn't work for all accounts. Some accounts like this one, we need to calibrate it and bring it back in to find out what our ideal cost per acquisition is. And one way to do that is by using cost caps to control the bid in the auction and see what your costs are. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to fix this account by grabbing my best performing campaigns and audiences and turning them into a setup with cost caps, so I can see where my CPA needs to be at once again and try to bring it down as low as I can, so I can control the returns on this account. Because even if we can't control the average order value in the store, because it's not my store, it's the client's store, right? So I can give them ideas of, hey, make up a bundle or try to bring new products, but that takes time. So in the meantime, we have to do some damage control. So that's what I'm about to do, and I'm about to show you. So let's go. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is, I know these audiences right here, they're very good audiences. They have worked very well for me in the past. They're stacked interest audiences. So if I go in here, some of them are gonna be custom audiences. I'm sorry, but I gotta hide those. I can't give them away. And then some of them are gonna be just interest, different interest stacks. So these are not single broad interest, they're literally interest stacks. So the way that I break them down is one ad set is going to be like celebrities based on the niche. The other one's going to be stores based on the niche. The other one's going to be information websites based on the niche. And another one's going to be, competitors, right? Or interest within that niche, not competitors, I'm sorry, interest within the niche. So let me give you an example. I love Frenchies. I love German Shepherds, those type of pages, right? So there's no need for me to rebuild these campaigns from the ground up, because I know they work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab these CBOs that we're working, and I'm going to go ahead and duplicate them. So I'm going to duplicate them here, and I'm going to create brand new campaigns, and these are going to be cost cap campaigns. And the cool thing about this is, since I have my creative stack right here, you guys can see the post ID stays the same. So I don't have to replace the post IDs or anything like that. All the traffic's gonna go to the same creative. So we already keep that social proof. So I'm just gonna duplicate that. And I'm gonna go in here. Everything stays the same. Conversions, the names, I'm gonna change the names in a second. So conversions right here, but then in here, instead of going for highest value or lowest cost, I'm going to change this to cost cap. Control your costs while getting the most volume of results for your budget. Basically, you're gonna cap your costs. You're gonna tell Facebook, hey, I'm willing to pay this much for a conversion, but I don't want a hard stop. I want you to go out there and try to find me that conversion at that cost in the auction. So we got to figure out where a sweet spot is at, right? So I'm going to choose cost cap. I'm going to close this and I'm going to separate my campaigns because I have all of them selected right now. And I'm going to show you how to do it in one. All right, so I'm going to grab the first one right here. I'm not going to bother changing the name. I can do that later when I'm not recording. And why is it showing me all of them? Stop. Here, filter. I hate when Facebook does that. It's like, come on. All right, much better. So this is the same audience. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set up different bid caps for each ad set right here. So I'm gonna, or I should say cost caps. So I'm gonna go in here, scroll all the way down, and then I'm gonna show more options. Well, cost control, show more options. And I'm gonna leave it at 7 day after clicking. I don't wanna mess with that because it's been working really well. So I'm gonna go in here and my first cost cap is gonna be $5. And then what I like to do here is I'll add CC and then I'll put my bid, so $5. Because I know this account, we were getting $5 conversions, right? So I wanna see where it's at, if I can get it at that level. So I'm gonna do that, right? And this is going to be a CBO campaign. So what I'm also going to do here is I'm gonna go to show more options and I'm going to control, I'm sorry, right here, where did it go? Right here, show more options. I'm going to control my ad spend limits because I want to force Facebook to give me a minimum spend. So I'm going to tell it to spend a minimum of 20 and a minimum and max of 100 per ad set. And then my campaign budget is going to be 500 because I want to make sure it's distributed evenly throughout all the ad sets. I want to give each ad set a chance to get a conversion. So I got that, and we're gonna move on to the next one. So the next one I'm gonna set up, usually with cost caps, so I can find out or calibrate what my cap should be. You know, I like to be at 3 times CPA, but from the get-go. But I know with this account, it can vary all over the place. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna do 5. I have 4 ad sets. You know what? I'm gonna change my mind. I'm gonna do more than 4 ad sets. I'm gonna up the budget to 1,000, and then because it's not gonna spend all of it anyway. And then let's figure out where our bid should be at. So let's do 8 here. Let's do increments of $2 around here just to do that. So I'm gonna name that to 8. And I'm just doing quick naming. I'm gonna fix all the names so they look nice and pretty when I'm done. So I don't want to make this video and turn it into like, 10 hours. So let's do 8. Let's do 10 here. That's $2. So I'll change this to 10. And then let's do 12. Okay, and change that here. Now this is very important. Notice I am using the exact same audience in each ad set. So each ad set is basically the same exact thing. The only difference here is the amount that I'm bidding for the cost cap, where I'm setting my cost cap at. So on the first one is $5, on the second one is $8, on the third one is $10, on the next one is $12. All right, so usually this is where you want your CPA to be at, ideally. But this is what happened with cost caps. Sometimes with cost caps, you got to set your cap a lot higher than it needs to be because the auction might be somewhere else entirely. So this is why I'm going to duplicate this and bring it up to 1,000 because I'm going to set my cost cap very high just to see how it spends, because this is what happened with cost caps too. And I'm sure it's happened to all of you. You set up all your cost caps and then they're not spending at all. And the reason for that is because your cost cap is not high enough, including your budget. So I just want to figure this out all at once. I don't want to play with this for weeks to try to figure out. So what this is, I'm gonna duplicate these ad sets and I'm gonna get to probably at least 3 times the CPA. So let's do 6 more. Let's do 6 more to get an even 100 max and 20 spend. So let's do 6. All right, duplicate. And I think that will cover us to like 3 times the CPA. If not, I can always change the bid a little bit more. So let's grab this. We got to choose one by itself. So we already have the 12. So let's go with 14 on this one. So 14. Set that up. Then, oh, let me change the name because I'm going to get confused. Change this to 14. And again, I'm just doing a quick naming so I don't turn this into a long video. So same here, I'm going to go 16. All right. And let's see. Then on the next one, I'm actually going to jump up a little bit more because if I don't see too much movement between these right here, when they're, you know, only $2 apart, I want to see if I get movement on the other end with much higher bids, because if not, I'm going to have to create a million ad sets and I don't want to do that. I just want to get an idea of where I need to be at, and then I'll calibrate with new ad sets depending on the numbers that I see back. So 16, let's make this one 20. Okay, let's make this one 20. And then the next one, I'm gonna make it let's make it 25. And yeah, let's keep it, you know what? There's no set rules, man. This is what I tell everybody. You guys got to test everything. So I'm gonna do increments of 5 now because, you know, 3 times the CPA of 5, which used to be originally, it was set up 5. So times 5 should be 15. We're going much higher. So I'm gonna do 30. And don't be scared to do this because I'm telling you, most of them I'm not even going to spend. And if you're, you know, if you want to keep an eye on it, keep an eye on it. You know, you can check it throughout the day and you're going to see what happens. Besides, you have your minimums and your maximums set up. So, you know, make sure you change your minimum and maximum to where you're comfortable at if you're scared about it. But I don't care on this account because it's a good account, so I don't have to worry about it. So I'm just going to let Facebook do its thing and I'll check it. So let's do 40. And now, once this is set and you go to launch your campaign, now you have an idea of what the cost cap should be instead of just guessing. Because most people just guess, oh, well, if I want 15, I'm just going to set 15. Well, guess what? That's not going to work 90% of the time. So basically, essentially what we're doing here is we're checking our cost caps to see what the sweet spot's going to be. And once you start going here, a sweet spot is going to emerge. And once that happens, then you're going to know where your cost cap can be at. And then, you know, let's say it's between, you know, you're getting all your action between 25 and 40. Well, now I know that all my action is 25 and 40. So I'm going to kill, you know, everything 20 and under. And now I'm going to duplicate these ad sets, right? And do 26, 27, 28, 29, and then so on and on and on until you find the perfect sweet spot. And once you do that, you can turn the losers off, leave the one on, and guess what? Now Facebook is going to send the spend that way. Remove your minimums and maximums. Usually what I will do, actually, you know what? I wouldn't even mess with the campaign that's running right here. I will duplicate this campaign once more with the new bits and the new budget that I want, you know, whether it's 5,000, 10,000 or whatever it is. And now I don't have to worry about it because I already figured out what my cost cap should be and just let Facebook do its thing.
The next day.
So ads finally got approved this morning. The campaigns have been running for about 8 hours right now. So you guys are ready to see what my results are on $1,000 spend for the day. Let's change this lifetime. Let's go. There you go. So we got some purchases. Now we start to see a pattern. See how I told you guys we were going to start to see a pattern? So we have cost per purchase 65, 62, 893. So that's what I want. Look at that. I found a sweet spot with my bid being at 16. Then I have another one at 16 and a 1436. Let's check our ROAS. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now let's see our ROAS right here. And then this one has a 5.48 ROAS. So I'm going to leave that on because that's my sweet spot. I'm going to turn these off because I already know they're way too expensive. And then we need to calibrate. We got to calibrate. So let's do that. So now I know my sweet spot is 16. So we're going to do 17 here. Save to draft. We're going to do 18 here. Save to draft. And we're going to do 19 here because this is not even moving. And we're going to do 20 here. Okay. So I go in here, pull this up, change my bid, 17. 18, 19. Why isn't that changing? That's like something weird going on in here. 20. It's Facebook for you. So let me double check. 17. Why is it 14? 17. Come on, Facebook. 17. 18. Oh, you know why? Because I didn't click away. That's why. 19. And 20. There you go. That one I clicked away. I'm going to close this. Select all 5. Go in here. So it brings up the window. And I'm going to hit, let's see, publish. Let's publish all of these. Boom. Let's see what happens.
The next day.
All right, guys. So we're halfway through on our second day. And let's see what we got going on here. I'm still on 7 days, so I have to change that to lifetime. So let's see what our winner is. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So you can see it's very obvious which bid is the winner here. So obviously $16. $8.42 a purchase. Look at the discrepancy between the other ones though. 18, 17, 17, 33. That's ridiculous. Let's look at our ROAS. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. So I need to bring this account back up. So usually I would give it 3 days, but I mean, it's pretty clear which one's the winner here. So what I'm going to do is I'm literally going to change the bids to 16 and separate the amount by literally cents just to see what happens. So we're gonna go 1601. We change this to 1601. We're gonna do 1602. We're going to do 1603. Change it here. And let's select all of them. Edit. Publish. Let's roll. Let's see what happens.
The next day.
All right, so it's been 24 hours and let's see how our cost caps are doing today. So this is lifetime right here. So this one so far has been the winner on lifetime. And then we have this one's way too high. This one's way too high, way too high. The rest are way too high, to be honest with you. So let's see yesterday. Let's look at our costs from yesterday. 25, 11, 36, 14, and 10. And then let's see so far today. So 284 and 1786. Interesting. 1786. What was it at yesterday? 11. So This is a late account, so all the sales are going to come in later on tonight. So it's going to drop again. But so what do we do from here? So we're going to keep an eye on it for the next 3 days. Now we know that our perfect bid, it's around $16. So any campaign that I launch from here, I'm going to set my cost cap at 16 and then go from there. Then tweak it a little bit. You can always tweak up and down. Don't feel like you have to be, use a set of rules all the time. Feel free to test. But from here, what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to let these go for as long as I can. And then keep on the ones that are bringing the cheapest cost per purchase that makes sense, for the ROAS makes sense, like 986, right? And then all the new CBOs that I launched that I have ready to go, I'm going to set the bids at 16 and then set them from there. Guys, if you like that video, make sure to check out the links in the description below. Help support the channel. And if you want to keep learning about Facebook ads, Facebook marketing, digital marketing in general, make sure to check out one of the videos right above me. And I will see you guys in the next video.